Hi, my name is Dr. Fab, and today I'm doing this video to expose the real face, the ugly face of Biden administration. Biden is categorically the Hitler of 2024, and here's why. We have condemned Hitler globally because Hitler imposed a Holocaust against millions of Jews in the World War II. And no matter what our nationality is, what our religion is, what our background is, we all condemn Hitler and we support the movement against Hitler and the idea of global domination, the idea of Nazism. But what I'm seeing right now is the US Congress acting as the neo Nazis of 2024. Their actions are defining their neo Nazi radical mentality that is trying to wage World War III in a bid to dominate the globe, to have complete control, to have mass enslavement of masses. And it's not just about Palestine's freedom, it is about the freedom of every human being who's living on earth right now, no matter which part of the world you're from. It is about all of you. The world order that the Nazis of the US Congress are trying to impose upon the rest of the world is unacceptable, just like the world order that Hitler was trying to impose upon the rest of the world was unacceptable. And the genocide and the Holocaust against millions of Jews was part of that world order, just like the genocide and the Holocaust imposed upon millions of Muslims of Palestine is part of this current world order of 2024. So what can we do about it? Well, the first and the most important thing is to acknowledge it officially on an international platform that the current Hitler of 2024 is Joe Biden. He's not just Genocide Joe. He is the Hitler of 2024. He's radicalized. His policies are rogue, unconstitutional, and extreme. In the last 48 hours, just in the last 48 hours, this Hitler neocon neo-Nazi regime has managed to snatch away the right of statehood of Palestinians. The whole world stood by the Palestinians' right to have their own state. They are to have their own sovereign country, except for the Biden administration. Why? We are being conned when Biden says that he's interested in a two-state solution. How can you have a two-state solution if you take the right of the Palestinian people to have a state in the United Nations? Tell me. Answer this question. The hypocrisy and the lies and the deception and the matrix, it has been shattered. Nobody trusts Biden's words anymore. Nobody likes the US Congress Nazis, and they want answers, they want accountability, they want transparency, they want justice, and they want equality. US has been converted into an apartheid state thanks to the Nazis that are currently running it. The Holocaust that was imposed upon millions of Jews that moved the world to work against Hitler in the World War II is being replicated right now in Palestine against the people of Palestine. So we have the Germans flooding the streets of Germany right now, trying to fight against this Nazism because they do not condone to the policies of Hitler, the current Germans. We have a lot of non-Muslims all over the world who are supporting the right of Palestinians. United Nations Security Council has again and again proven that US regime, the Hitler neo-Nazi regime of US, is now isolated, and the entire world has turned against this neo-Nazi Hitler regime of Biden. Yes, Biden is the Hitler of 2024. And whatever is happening on the platform of United Nations is a proof that Biden has successfully isolated the entire United States from the rest of the world by observing and policies that are anti-international law, and that are also against the US Constitution that strictly forbids the ruler of United States to condone, to a genocide. A genocide has been enabled, has been facilitated, precipitated, empowered, armed, funded by the Biden administration, by the Hitler neo-Nazi regime of Biden, and by the Nazis who are currently occupying the US Congress. I'm talking about the House representatives, I'm talking about the senators. Except for a few, most of them are condoning to the current ongoing genocide that's happening in Gaza right now. The aid blockade, the famine, that's man-created famine, that is affecting the decomposed bodies of the little babies who were left abandoned, the hospitals that were bombed to extinction, the universities, the shelter homes. You know about what Biden administration has done in the last 7 months alone. And in the last 48 hours, they have proven to the world that they are the neo-Nazis of 2024 and Biden administration is the Hitler of 2024. Because they have shown to the world that this is not just the genocide of Israelis. This is an American mediated genocide on US tax dollars. This is a genocide and a war inflicted upon the unarmed civilians and babies and children of Gaza by the Biden administration. This is Antony Blinken's war. This is Secretary of Defense Austin Lloyd's war. This is the war of the Hitler of 2024, that is Biden. Yes, this is no more an Israeli Netanyahu alone who's doing it. Because when the whole entire thing about the Iran and Israel thing happened, Israel bombed the Damascus embassy of Iran, which is unconstitutional. Even as per the US Constitution, it is unheard of. You cannot condone this. If you condone this, you're breaking the US Constitution. Because you are inviting your enemies to bomb American consulates and American embassies all over the world. If you're going to condone to bombing of an Iranian consulate or embassy anywhere in the world. And this is going to jeopardize the lives of thousands of American diplomats all over the world. But the Biden administration has condoned to this action by giving Netanyahu unconditional support, by bidding for more arms, more weapons, more funds, no questions asked. And then the hypocrisy is so much that on one side, Biden is saying that when Iran gave a response, a retaliatory response to this Damascus bombing of Iranian consulate, Biden said that he will not back Netanyahu if Netanyahu engages a retaliatory response to what Iran did. But guess what? Those were just words. What happened thereafter was totally the opposite. There was complete escalation of violence and backup of all this violence and all this volatility by the Biden-Hitler administration, by the neo-Nazis of the US Congress, who want to completely dominate, occupy, and infiltrate the entire Middle East, not just Gaza. They want to carpet bomb Gaza. They have already carpet bombed it. Biden gave Netanyahu the consent to go ahead and start the Rafah operation, and we are seeing that more and more children are being killed by Biden administration in the name of freedom and democracy. Seriously, this is freedom and democracy. Even Hitler said that when he was convincing the Nazis that he's doing it for the freedom and democracy of the Germans in the World War II. They have been wanting so much desperately to engage Iran into an Iran-Israel full-fledged regional war that they have crossed all boundaries of ethics and morality. There is no more ethics or morality left anywhere. What Biden did by snatching the right of statehood of the Palestinian people in the last 48 hours is one of the biggest proof that Biden is Hitler of 2024. Nobody can take that right of statehood from the people of Palestine. Who is Biden to veto that right? Who are you, Biden? Who are you? What is your value? The entire world has stood against you. The entire world stands with the people of Palestine, and they acknowledge on an international platform that the Palestinian people have a right to have a sovereign, independent country or state. So who are you to veto? What does your veto power man? It doesn't matter. Even the American people on a majority would condone to the statehood of the people of Palestine against your order, against your tyranny, against your dictatorship. So who are you? Who cared about Hitler when he tried to impose his communism, his martial law? Nobody cared. The whole world stood up against him. And today the entire world is standing against the Nazism of the US Congress and the White House and the US ruling regime, calling it a Hitler regime, calling them Nazis, because your actions speak louder than your words. Nobody trusts you anymore in this peace process. You have committed so much destruction in the name of peace. Nobody cares about what you do and what you say. You just sanctioned Pakistan. Do you think Pakistanis really care about your sanctions? The world would feel honored today to get sanctioned by you, Hitler, because that means if we are sanctioned anywhere in the world, that means we're doing something right against you, against the neo-Nazism of the US Congress, against the Hitler of 2024. We are fighting for the right of statehood of the people of Palestine. So nobody gives a damn about your sanctions. The world stands with those who are fighting for the Palestinian people. The world has denounced anybody who is trying to shun the resistance movement, the freedom movement of the people of Palestine. Nobody stands with Israel today. Nobody stands with Biden today. Nobody stands with the US Congress today. Because this is what happened in the World War II. And one day you're going to see the whole world is going to stand up, turn against United States of America. The ICJ, the International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, will be forced under sheer pressure of the masses to condemn the war crimes of Biden, Hitler, and the war crimes of the US congressmen and women who condone to these war crimes currently happening in Gaza. Every senator, every US congressman, every US congresswoman is going to be named as a war criminal in the dictionary of international judiciary. The world order that you're trying to impose upon the people of the world is being rejected. Nobody is going to allow your tyranny to continue. Nobody is going to allow your dictatorship to continue. You can try to control 350 million Americans with your tyranny and dictatorship, but you cannot try and control people. There are like almost 8 billion people on this world. 8 billion of us. You are way outnumbered. The world is not with you, Hitler. The world is not with you, Joe Biden, Hitler. The world is not with you, the Nazis of US Congress. You are isolated. There's nobody with you. See what's going on at the United Nations every day. Even CNN is forced, BBC is forced to start reporting correctly in favor of the Palestinians because of the sheer pressure of the masses. You're way outnumbered. Your master should know this thing. This is my warning to you. You're way outnumbered by the rest of the world. There are 8 billion of us fighting for the rights of the Palestinian people, fighting for the justice of the Palestinian people. Who are you? Just a few numbers? Nobody gives a damn about your vetoes anymore, United States of American Hitlers and neo-Nazis. Nobody gives a damn. The world stands unanimously with the people of Palestine. You have lost this war. You have lost your face. You have lost your identity. You are criminals. You're war criminals. And you're going to be indicted in the International Court of Justice. You're going to be indicted in the International Criminal Courts. They're going to release arrest warrants of Joe Biden, Hitler. They're going to release arrest warrants of every US congressman and congresswoman, every US senator who condones to a genocide that is happening, that is enabled, that is empowered, that is facilitated against the US Constitution, against the International Charter. All of you, doesn't matter whether you're 200 in number, it doesn't matter if you are 1,000 in number, all of you are going to be indicted one day. It's coming for you. Because the world has been through this in the World War II. The world is not going to tolerate this level of tyranny, this level of dictatorship, even if it's coming from a superpower like US. Germany thought it could become the superpower of the world. We all saw what happened to it. Hitler thought he was going to rule this world. We all saw what happened to him. The Nazis thought they were going to conquer the entire world. The Mongols thought they would conquer the entire world. We all saw what happened to the Mongols. Vlad, the Impaler, thought he could conquer everybody. We all saw what happened to Vlad the Impaler. When you do persecution, when you do subjugation, when you do this level of genocide, you cannot get away with it. Do you think Bush is going to get away with what he did to Iraq? Killing 1 million Iraqis, so you're empowered because of that? What you're doing in Palestine today, and because of your genocide, the effects are rippling, the rippling effect of this genocide in Gaza, how the entire shock is reverberating through Yemen, through Iraq, through Lebanon, through Syria, even through Pakistan, through Iran, through Afghanistan, through Libya, through Egypt. How many people are going to be able to, how many countries, how many people are you going to be able to control? Do you think you had a victory in Libya? Do you think you have a victory in Syria? Do you think you had a victory in Iraq? Do you think you had a victory in Afghanistan? Do you think you've been able to control Pakistan? Do you think you'll be able to take down Iran? No. Look at what's going on in the United Nations every day. You are losing this war every day. You are losing this war every day. Only one country vetoed the right of statehood of the Palestinians, and that was United States of America under the Hitler, Joe Biden administration, under the Nazis, including the Republicans, including the Democrats. Both parties are neo-Nazis. Both parties have an agenda of global domination. Both parties have broken and violated the US Constitution and the International Charter many times and have been allowed to get away with it. But this is not 2003. This is 2024. The world, for the first time, has stood up globally against your charter, your world order. The world knows what you're doing. They have your names. They have your identities. They know what you're representing, what you're getting paid from. IPAC has been busted. Nobody trusts what you're doing in the US Congress because IPAC has been busted. Everybody knows if you say something, whichever senator you are, from whichever constituency in US, whichever House of Representative you are, whichever representative you are from anywhere in the US, IPAC has been busted. Whatever money you have taken as a bribe from IPAC is public knowledge. The world knows that if you are trying to support Israel-mediated genocide, if you're trying to push for arms for Israel, if you're trying to push for more funds for Israel to continue the genocide in Gaza, that's because you have taken a bribe from IPAC. And the world already knows how much have you taken, how much money you have taken in bribes from IPAC to do so. So you have a conflict of interest. You have sold the US Constitution. You have sold your transparency, your accountability, your duty, the oath you took when you became the US representative or a US senator, you have broken that oath. And the world knows about you, that you are enabling war crimes, just like the Nazis did, just like the Hitler regime did. And they're going to get back at you. They are not going to let you go free this time, because this is not just Pakistan, this is not just Iran, this is not just Iraq, this is not just Syria, this is not just Palestine, this is not just Turkey, this is not just the Muslim world, this is the rest of the world. It's not just the Muslim world. The non-Muslims and the Muslims have united for the first time in the history of mankind against the Nazi regime of United States of America. And don't try to bluff the world when you say this is an Israeli-Hamas conflict or this is an Israeli-Palestinian conflict. No, it is not. Biden, Hitler has made this an American war, an American conflict that has an American-mediated genocide, American-enabled, funded, armed genocide of millions and millions of people. The Holocaust imposed upon the people of Palestine, whether they're Muslims or non-Muslims, is coming right from the Hitler ruling regime of United States of America and from the Nazis that are sitting in the US Congress right now, this very minute, who have been passing draconian laws. They just passed a draconian law that if any American said anything in favor of Palestine, that person is going to be arrested. You just broke the First Amendment right by trying to pass this law. All of you, under the Hitler neo-Nazi regime of Biden. How do you think the Americans are going to take that? You have arrested and paralyzed the civil liberties of 350 million Americans. You have jeopardized the lives of various US Marines who are deployed all over the world in their military bases with your rogue policies that are going against international law, against US Constitution. You have jeopardized the lives of thousands of US diplomats all over the world in various American embassies and American consulates by condoning to the bombing of the Iranian embassy in Damascus, by endorsing it. You are war criminals, and you are a criminal as per the US Constitution. You are traitors. You are neo-Nazis. You are the Nazis of 2024. And you are ruled by a man who has refused to submit a mini mental scale, who has refused to be tested for dementia. Yes, nobody is willing to test Joe Biden Hitler for dementia. He's got mild cognitive impairment. He is not medically fit to rule the United States of America. When he got his annual physical, they refused to do a dementia screen on him. The doctors refused to do that. Why? Why did the doctors refuse to do that? You cannot accept this kind of a behavior, this kind of an attitude when it's coming from the White House. Just like you could not accept it when it was coming from Germany in World War II. This is not 1945. This is not 2003. This is the age of information. Everything is online. The world knows what you're doing. The world knows why you're doing it. The world knows where you're taking it. And the world does not stand with you. In the last 48 hours, you have bombed Iraq. You have bombed Iran. You have bombed Rafah. You have bombed Gaza from north to south. You have blockaded more aid. You have I won't say taken, but tried to take away the right of statehood of millions of Palestinians. And you've tried to sanction Pakistan because Pakistan has been kicking the butt of Greater Israel perpetrators for a while now, for decades now. And Pakistan doesn't give a damn. In fact, Pakistan feels honored. It's a privilege to get sanctioned by the perpetrators of Greater Israel because obviously Pakistan is doing something right to give you these jitters. Bye-bye.